friends, welcome back to Krusty Cranks. Okay, so we're going with pattern number 2 on this. Now, it's been a minute since I did one because my customer got with me and he kind of had a little change of plans, and so we sat down. He had a tournament, so he was out of town for a little bit, and he wanted to come in and he kind of wanted to design his own baits. Now, I know some of you guys wanted to know more about the bait business, or maybe you're getting into you're trying to run your own bait business. But one thing I can tell you from my experience is guys like to design their own baits. They like to come up with ideas. They like to see other, store brand baits, and they like to kind of play off those a little bit. So that's kind of what we did. He came over to the house. We spent a couple hours. And so the plans have changed. It started out I was going to have 14 baits, and I was doing, or 15 baits. I was doing 2 of each one, and of course that changed now. And this guy's a great customer. He's bought baits from me before, and if you don't know the whole background story, you can go back and check out my Reptilian Diver. That was one of his patterns, or one of his baits that I came up with. And first he said, just go ahead and use your fluorescent colors, use some color shifts, and just create me some different baits and stuff. And then I guess he had a little change of mind, which is fine. Came back and said, hey, I'd like to be a part of designing my own baits. Is that cool? And I said, that's definitely cool. And he said, but instead of doing 2 of each one, I'd like to do a different bait pattern for each lure. And I was like, okay. So I told him, I said, well, that might cost you a little bit more, just because I'm going to be doing different patterns and I can't paint 2 at once. And he said, that's fine. So he threw me some more money, and came over and we sat down and we picked out some designs, I made some templates up for him to look at, and we just kind of put a plan together, so which makes it easier on me, because now I know what he kind of is expecting, and that way, yeah, I'm not just creating baits and hoping that he likes them. So yeah, so this one's we're doing today is one of the patterns that he likes. He likes the fire tigers, and if you haven't seen the other video, he gave me 2 bags of these baits that he bought. I guess he got them on Amazon, and he said he likes, he took one out and trolled it. He does a lot of trolling. He trolled it and he liked it, and he liked the way it ran. So he brought me 2 bags of them. He said, here's a bag for you, and here's a bag for you to paint for me. So I was like, okay, that's cool. So we're gonna play off the fire tiger a little bit off of this design, but and I know I've painted a fire tiger before, and actually I had a couple dislikes on it, so I don't know what the problem was with it. But so we're gonna redo a little bit of a fire tiger, but we're gonna do it a little different. So the colors we already got down. We got the Wicked Opaque White. Since I bought that, I'm gonna use it, and I got Pearlized White on there. Whoop, sorry about that. I have Pearlized White. So we're gonna, first color we're gonna hit is, we're gonna cover this whole bait with Fluorescent Yellow, and then we're going to come back and we're going to give it a Fluorescent Orange belly, and then we're going to go we're going to do the Fluorescent Green on the back, but we're not going to do the face, and we're going to do the face in Fluorescent Orange, and then we're going to come back and do the Fire Tiger kind of pattern that I created, using the Fire Tiger pattern I had before. I just went on and extended it, added up a little bit, and make it fit this bait. So I haven't tried this yet, but I think it's gonna work fine. So all right, so let me get some paint in the brush, and we'll get started painting this guy. Okay, got the yellow in there. And Apologize if the dogs start going crazy. We got some guys out there working. Should have thinned this fluorescent down a little bit. Let me put a couple drops of reducer in there, just thin it down a little bit. Okay, let's see if that's a little better. I don't know what's going on. I'm using the Iwata HPCS. I don't know if I got something in there. It's been painting a ton of baits, so probably time for another cleaning. Alright, I'm going to switch brush. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I had to get the brush. The brush I'm cover with. I have one that's got a 3. Most of mine have 3.5 and 2.0 needles. But I got this one here I use for priming. And it's got a 5. So as you can see, it lays it out there pretty good, which is fine, because I just wanted to get that covered in yellow anyway. Apologize for that. But, okay, there's our fluorescent yellow. I'm going to clean these out. I'll bring you right back. Okay, next we're going with the fluorescent orange on the belly. And I'm going to take it off this for a second. I'm going to come up the side just a little bit. All right. Now we're going to hit the face. Let's go a little further out on the gills. Get the nose real good. I'm going to come up this side just a little bit more on the belly area. Okay. Put this guy back in there. All right, let me get the brush cleaned out. We'll get on to the next color, green, fluorescent green. Okay, now we're going to go fluorescent green down the back, starting at the head. All right, I'll dry that and get the black in there. Okay, got my stencil on. As you can see, that's my Fire Tiger. And basically, I just kind of took some of these and extended them, sized them down to fill out the lure. And I'll have stencils available soon. I got somebody helping me get a little shop set up so I can sell the stencils, because I know people are asking me about getting stencils. So hang in there. So basically, I'm just going to hit this with some black, a little light. Alright, give that a little dry and I'll peel it off. That's what we got. It turned out pretty decent. He's gonna like it, I'm sure. Alright, let me get the other stencil on and I'll bring you back. Okay, got the other side on there. Okay, let's peel this side, see what she looks like. There we go. Alright, pretty much the common fire tiger, but it has an orange face. Okay, I think I'm going with these dark green. These dark green iridescent eyes. I think they'll look pretty good on there. I wanted a dark eye on it, so we'll go with these. Had to break my tip off of my Loctite. This bottle has lasted for a long time. I might have to switch to the Loctite just because I get so many more eyes out of it. The brush is nice, but it seemed like the Loctite bottle lasted me a long time. Got a lot of lures out of it. Okay, let's get the other side on here. And we'll get some epoxy on it and show you the finished piece. I got a bunch of stuff coming up. I got a couple people asking me to do more soft plastics. They're getting into soft plastics and they want more recipes, so I'm going to do a few more of those here shortly. And I got some more jigs and spinners coming up, so stay tuned to the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I'm getting up there. I'm almost up to 1,400, which is pretty cool. Appreciate all you guys subscribing. I'm trying to bring you a lot more content, but as I said earlier, I'm Been working a lot out in my garden. So it's been kind of hard getting some videos off, but I'm going to get everybody some videos off. There we go. I like it. Big eyes. I think that'll look good for a walleye and musky lure. Alright. Get some epoxy on it. I'll bring you back and we'll wrap this video up. Okay guys, here's the finished lure. The Firestorm Diver. Alright. Turned out really good. The colors are just really bright out here. That's why I wanted to bring it outside so you can see kind of those blends between those three colors. So the colors we used today was all Createx fluorescent yellow, and then we did the belly with fluorescent orange and the face fluorescent orange, and then the top is fluorescent green, and then we did opaque black on the fire tiger stripes. So yeah, I think he's going to be really happy with it. Actually, he kind of seen it hanging in the drying booth and he liked it. So I got a little something sticking on there, probably from where I took my photo, a little piece of tape. But yeah, it turned out really good. I kind of angled it a little bit so you can kind of see the blends between those oranges and those yellows and the yellow. Those three colors work amazing together. And then we decided to do an orange face and some dark eyes. So, but that's it. That's the finished piece. And appreciate you guys subscribing. Appreciate all the new people. Appreciate the comments, the emails, the pictures. I'm just having a great time, man. Just a really good time. I just really want to get out there and fish some of these lures for you guys. I'm getting tons of pictures of people catching lures, catching fish on my lures, and it's just crazy. My friend Tom from Fish Math just sent me a picture of a walleye he caught with that same orange color on the back and a yellow sunset belly. So yeah, I know these colors work, especially for walleyes, that's for sure. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell so you get notified when we put up the next video. And always remember, stay crusty, my friends.